Welcome to today's broadcast of Lumberjack Softball here on KOFE 1240, your home for Lumberjack Sports. We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, we wouldn't be able to bring you these broadcasts of Lumberjack Sports. Now we're going to go ahead and head down to the softball fields where Tim Parrish is waiting to give you the pregame show right here on KOFE. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the game. Go Lumberjacks!
And welcome, Lumberjack fans. Tim Parrish here at the City Park Ball Field as we're getting ready for Game 2 of District Tournament action. We are a little bit behind schedule as far as getting on the air as we had some issues with getting on the air. We have had to find an alternative way to get the game on, and as our phone system is not working, so we're hoping this works well and gets us all the way through the games that are being played today. The Lumberjack girls now taking on the Grangeville Bulldogs in Game 2 of District Tournament action. The Bulldogs were defeated by Orofino by a score of 9-5 in the previous game that just finished up a little while ago. And lots of stuff happening in that game. We'll let you know about it as soon as we can get things rolling. But since I'm kind of pushed for time, I'm trying to get my lineups in and get everything going. So we're going to take a quick break as they are meeting at the mounds for the captains. But we will take a quick break, and we'll come back, and hopefully I'll be a little bit better organized when we get back here. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back.
When life throws you a curveball, your P1FCU debit account can help keep you moving. P1FCU Perks, powered by Bazing, offers great features like money-saving discounts, cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and cash back. This card saves you money. Does your debit card do that? P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. Only available with P1FCU preferred debit accounts. Insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? You need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home, shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
With Stage 1 and 2 of the sports complex nearly complete, the Lumberjack Booster Club thanks Archie's IGA, Shift and Grind, and the St. Mary's community for their fundraising efforts and continued support in making this sports complex come to life. The next stage will be the sprinkler system. The Booster Club is looking for new members. If you have kids in high school or soon entering high school, now is the time to get involved with the Booster Club. For more information on how you can help with the sports complex or questions about becoming a member, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-582-1802 or by email at golumberjacks@gmail.com. And as always, go Lumberjacks!
And we are back, and I'm trying to get my lineups done, and I don't have the girls' lineup done for St. Mary's just yet, but we do know Tacey Watkins is at home, or is in the pitching circle. First pitch is going to be a strike one, as it is Abby Fry batting for the Bulldogs. Next pitch is high for ball one. So we got Addie Stewart behind home plate for the Lumberjacks. First baseman, I'll get you that in just a second. First baseman is Lexi Fuller. Next pitch, I'm not sure what it was. I know we've got a 1-ball, 1-strike count at the moment. Ground ball can be scooped up by our second baseman, Berkeley McGrill. And the throw to first is in time for the out. Pitch is going to be a swing and a miss to Wagner.
Hey, we have that stuff here, Chase. Kid.
1 out. That pitch was a ball. We've got at least a 1-ball, 1-strike count. I'm trying to get lineups done. I'm trying to get possessions done for our outfield for the Lumberjacks. That pitch up high. 2 balls and a strike at least. I'm waiting to see if I can see. We've got 2 balls and 2 strikes to Wagner. Nobody on for the Bulldogs. Watkins, the pitch on the way. That's going to be a called strike 3, and she will strike her out. That'll be 2 down for the Bulldogs. The Lumberjack shortstop is Anna Sandy. Annex Sloper at third. I'll get these to you in just a minute. I think that first pitch might have been a strike. Once again, I'm trying to get lineups tied in, and I'm trying to keep an eye on the action as well. That was definitely a strike, so it might be an 0-2 count. Pitch on the way. That one's high. One ball, 2 strikes to Smith. Foul ball on the next pitch. One ball, 2 strikes to Macy Smith. 2 outs for the Bulldogs. Next pitch, swing and miss, strike 3. And that will retire the sides. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base for the Bulldogs. And we'll be back with Lumberjacks coming to bat.
Some people select their grocery items with an eye on every cent they spend. Some people don't. But if you don't happen to be a millionaire, you'll appreciate Archie's IGA. At Archie's IGA, prices are always lower. You might even say significantly lower. Archie's quality and selection is consistently better, and put them together and you get a greater satisfaction in meats, produce, baked goods, and all the rest. Find out for yourself the difference shopping at Archie's IGA makes. Do it today. That's Archie's IGA, your hometown proud grocer.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau Insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life. Plus, they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown teams. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
When was the last time you had great Mexican food? I mean, really great. Has it been a while? Well, grab the kids and head to Casa de Oro for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro has fantastic burritos, tacos, and chimneys. Not to mention fajita and shrimp dishes. Little Johnny doesn't like Mexican food? Well, don't worry. Casa de Oro also has an American menu as well. Dinner and lunch a la fresca. Great service and margaritas with a kick. Casa de Oro, it's what's happening for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro on Golf Course Drive in St. Mary's.
And we are back. Ran that commercial break a little bit too long there. Lumberjacks leadoff batters, Addison Stewart, and she gets on with a big double hit out into left field. That'll bring up Berkeley McGrill for the Lumberjacks. On deck, Stacey Watkins. Berkeley squares around a bunch. She's going to foul that off. Next pitch is going to be ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike to McGrill. Next pitch is going to be ball 2, I do believe, and a passed ball. It's going to advance Addison Stewart into scoring position over at third base. Next pitch is going to be a line drive into center field. It'll score a run as Berkeley McGrill gets on with the RBI single, and the Lumberjacks strike first against the Bulldogs. First pitch, I'm not sure what it was. I think it put his ball 1 to Watkins. Pitch on the way. That is going to be a trouble out into left field by Watkins, and that's going to get to the fence on just kind of a little blooper. A soft line drive brings in a run, and it's going to be a double for Watkins as that one just got past the right fielder. The right fielder. That's McKenna York for the Bulldogs out there in right field. That'll bring up Stacy Mitchell with no outs for the Lumberjacks. 2 and across, top of the first inning. I think we finally got things kind of squared away. A swing and a miss, strike 1 to Stacy Mitchell. Looking at Stacy Mitchell's batting average, .293 on the season. Next pitch. Not sure what it was. I know there's at least 1 strike count to Mitchell. That one's a ball. Wait and see if I can catch a pitch count. Next pitch on the way. That one must have been low. At least a 2-ball, 1 strike count now to Mitchell. I think it's a 2-2. 2-2 count, pitch on the way. That's a line drive into right field, or left field, I should say, as I correct myself. And that'll be an RBI double for Mitchell. The Lumberjacks starting off strong here today against the Grangeville Bulldogs. Lumberjacks plated 3 runs in the top of the first inning, or in the bottom of the first inning with no outs. The Lumberjacks have it going for them at the moment. That'll bring up Anna Sandy for the for the Lumberjacks. Sandy hit a home run against the Bulldogs. She is a freshman. She's batting .319. That's going to be a ground ball to the third baseman. The throw to first will be in time, and Mitchell is going to slide in under the tag and be safe at third. With a ground out to the third baseman for Anna Sandy. Mitchell, though, does tag up and get over to the base and gets under the tag. Grangeville coach comes over and gets a quick explanation, but Now they're going to appeal to the other umpires and see what they say. But they say safe at first, so let's see what happens here. It shouldn't really come down to that third base umpires. He has the best view of it, so they still say safe. So Mitchell on at third. Lumberjacks leading 3-0. One out brings up Danica Sloper for the Lumberjacks. She's a freshman. She bats 120 on the season. She has 6 RBIs, and she has hit 1 double. First pitch, I believe, was ball 1. Next pitch is going to be a hit by pitch. That'll put runners at the corners with 1 out. So a little update on the boys. They're playing up in Orofino. They lost the first game 8-2, and now they are playing Orofino. And bottom of the 4th inning, it is 1-1 in Orofino. Fuller, the lefty, squares around the bunt. They're trying to get a little something going there, and the Lumberjacks end up forcing an error. And both runs will score on that error as the overthrow to third base, trying to get Mitchell as she got off the bag, and the catcher overthrew everything. So that puts 2 more runs across. St. Mary's up 5-0 in the bottom of the 1st inning. The next pitch is going to be ball 1 low to Lexi Fuller. 1 ball, 1 strike to Fuller, I believe is the count. Inside on that next pitch. 2 balls and a strike now to Fuller. Fuller batting .238 on the season. She's a junior. That pitch misses up high. 3 balls and a strike to Fuller. District tournament action here from St. Mary's. That's going to be a called strike. Runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Fuller. 1 out, nobody on the bases. Lumberjacks have played 5 runs here in the bottom of the 1st. They lead 5-0. That pitch down low, ball 4, sends Lexi Fuller down to first base with 1 out. That'll bring up the junior. It'll be Michaela Spray stepping to the plate for the Lumberjacks. She's a DP in the game. And let's see here. Michaela Spray batting .368 on the season. She has 1 triple. She has struck out 4 times, walked 6, slugger percentage of .473. Lumberjacks getting to the bottom of the order. Brenna Elliott on deck. That pitch misses outside. Try to give you a little bit there. The pitcher for the Bulldogs is Maddie Thacker. Maddie is a sophomore for the Bulldogs, and the earned run average of 6.1. That pitch is well inside. 2 balls, no strikes now to Spray. She has 11 appearances, 56 runs, 56 hits, 60 runs, 36 earned runs. She's walked 40, struck out 44. That's a strike. 2 balls, no strike now to Spray. Thacker has also faced 245 batters. She has pitched 41.1 innings. 2-1 count and a swing and a miss, strike 2. Big swing by Spray. 2 balls, 2 strikes now with 1 out. Runner on first for St. Mary's. That's Lexi Fuller. St. Mary's with 5 runs across, bottom of the 1st inning. And next pitch is a ground ball. It's going to be booted, knocked down nicely, though, by Sienna Wagner as she got that thing into her body and it bounced up. And she was able to keep it in front of her for the ground out at first base. So nice job by Wagner. So 2 down now for the Lumberjacks. That advanced the runner for Lumberjacks, Fuller, over to second base. That'll bring up the bottom of the order, Brenna Elliott. Elliott takes the first pitch for a called strike. Elliott, batting 143 on the season. Next pitch is going to be fouled off, strike 2. Elliott quickly down 0-2 in the count now to Thacker. St. Mary's will be back to the top of the order if Elliott can get on base. Next pitch on the way. Outside low. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Elliott. Next pitch on the way. That is hit high. It's going to be into right field, and the catch is going to be made by McKenna York for the third out. There's a high fly ball. That was just a routine play out there. Lumberjacks, though, do come up with 5 runs on 4 hits. There was 1 error on the Bulldogs. St. Mary's did leave 1 on base. After 1 inning completed, 5-0 Lumberjacks lead. We'll be back.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care, so you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
It's time to reimagine the off-road experience because Yamaha has reimagined the side-by-side. Available in either 2 or 4-seat models, the Wolverine R-Max 1000 lineup features a 999cc parallel twin engine, aggressive tires, and an automotive-style cabin. Select models include adjustable suspension, optimized power delivery, and an integrated Yamaha Adventure Pro navigation system, and much more. Find your Wolverine R-Max 1000 at St. Mary's Son Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com. It's time to get out there and realize your adventure with a Yamaha.
It'll be the pitcher, Maddie Thacker, leading off now for the Bulldogs. She's batting in the number 4 slot. First pitch going to be a strike 1 called. Next pitch. That one must have missed outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Thacker. That one is a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Thacker. That one's going to be left high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Maddie Thacker batting .491 on the season. For the Bulldogs, she is a sophomore. Bulldogs lose this one, though, and their tournament is over. That's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will be out number 1. As the Bulldogs lost 9-5 to Orofino in the first game. Didn't get to give you a weather update or anything. It's cloudy, breezy, pretty cold, about 45 degrees. Next batter is Adelaide LaFay, and she's going to swing at the first pitch for strike 1. LaFay batting .281 on the season, 13 RBI. She's got 5 doubles, 1 triple, and 2 home runs on the season. She has struck out 15 times. That pitch is going to be swung on and popped up, and Anna Sandy will make the catch for the fly out from her shortstop position. Taking a look, if I can, before the third out for Tacey Watkins. Her earned run average .59 on the year. 197 strikeouts before this game. She's got a couple more now. First pitch to Vanderwall is going to be fouled back, strike 1. Watkins having a heck of a junior year. She's faced 335 batters and pitched 83 innings. 197 strikeouts to just 31 walks. Only 27 hits as well. Next pitch is down low. Ball 1 to Vanderwall. 1 ball, 1 strike. Watkins has only had 7 earned runs on the year. Next pitch is going to be a swing and a miss, strike 2. Vanderwall down in the count, 0-2. 2 out, nobody on for the Bulldogs. They trail 5-0 top of the second inning. Next pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes to Vanderwall. Vanderwall batting .327 on the season. She is a senior. 3 doubles and a triple for her on the year. Next pitch, fouled backwards. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes to Vanderwall. Watkins gets her signals from behind home plate. That's Addison Stewart. The windup and the pitch. Again, that is just a little foul ball down the first base line. Just barely got foul. Otherwise, that could have been trouble. That drifted just foul. So count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes as Vanderwall battles. She's a senior, so she's seasoned. Knows how to battle at the plate. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will retire the sides. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And Lumberjacks lead at 5-0 going into the bottom of the second inning. We'll be back.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff, and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Is your rig's check engine light on? Idling a little rough? Time for an oil change. Maybe you need tires. Stop by Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto Repair can take care of your automotive needs fast. If you have a dead battery, Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros can set you up with a great AC Delco battery. Did we mention tires? Jim's Auto Repair is an authorized Tire Pros dealer and can get you a great deal on tires for your rig. Locations in St. Mary's and Plummer. Jim's Auto and 95 Tires. Give them a call, 208-686-0425, 208-686-0425, or stop by today.
And we are back, and Addison Stewart starting off 2 for 2 on the day as she smokes that one out into center field, and it's going to be a stand-up triple as she got that just over the glove of that center fielder for the Bulldogs. And that was Abby Fry out there. Let's see here. Stewart batting .471 on the year up until today's game. She had 33 runs, 24 hits, 17 RBIs. 9 doubles, 2 triples, and a home run. Berkeley McGrill up now. She, I think, had a ball 1 on the first pitch. Ball 2, second pitch. And let's see, Berkeley McGrill. Berkeley McGrill, as they're playing a little game of chess over here at third base, trying to see if they're going to get Stewart to score. Berkeley McGrill batting .250 on the season. Game or two back. Actually, it might have been the last game. She was 3 for 3, 3 triples, and had a heck of a game in that one. So she has 3 triples and a double on the season, 17 RBIs. I think that was a ball 3 as Berkeley looking to increase her RBI numbers. Tacey Watkins on deck for the Jacks. Next pitch on the way. That one's up high. Ball 4 earns McGrill the walk to first. That'll bring up Tacey Watkins. Hit a double her first at bat. Lumberjack bats starting out pretty hot here in the first game of the day. They play back-to-back here. They will play Grangeville, then they will play Orofino. Watkins was show and bunt, pulls it back for ball 1. Going to get a stolen base over to second for McGrill as they were teasing with trying to get Addison Stewart home again. She couldn't quite get there. 1 ball, no strikes to Watkins from Thacker. Thacker rocks. She's toeing the rubber. Now she rocks the pitch on the way. Ground ball hit into center field. It'll bring in 1 run, 2 runs, and it's going to be a 2 RBI single on the ground ball by Watkins. So no outs, 1 run across, 2 runs across for the Lumberjacks. That'll bring up Stacy Mitchell. Doubled her first at bat. And that's a smoke. She tagged that one out into center field. And that'll be a double for Mitchell again in back-to-back plays. So the Lumberjacks really got their bats going here early in this one. So still no outs. Runners on second and third for the Lumberjacks, and it's Anna Sandy up next. 319 on the season is her batting average. She is 0 for 1. She did ground out. Coach for the Bulldogs is going out and having a quick talk with his pitcher and infielders. Coach is Jerome Zimmerman for the Bulldogs. And we are going to see a pitching change here early in this one. So we'll take a quick break while the new pitcher gets warmed up.
Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses. And most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
And we are back, and the new pitcher is Adelaide LaFay. She is a freshman. Her ERA is 8.73. She has 10 appearances. She'll be facing off against Anna Sandy in her second at bat. Swing and miss the first pitch, strike 1. She has 26 walks, 26 strikeouts, 1 hit by pitch. She has had 2 home runs hit off of her. She has pitched 47.1 innings. And the next pitch is swung on and tagged by Sandy, but it's going to be a high fly ball into center field. Tagging up and headed home is Watkins. Mitchell still at second. That was caught by Adri Anderson, the left fielder. Danica Sloper takes the first pitch low, ball 1. And it's going to be a passed ball. It's going to get Mitchell over to third base. So still just 1 out. Runner on third for the Lumberjacks as they lead 8-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. That pitch swung on, hit into right field. It's going to be caught by McKenna York. And Mitchell is going to tag up and head in to score. Lumberjacks really putting the pedal to the metal here early on in this one. So nobody on, 2 outs now. Lumberjacks have scored 4 runs in the bottom of the second, makes the score 9-0. Brings up Lexi Fuller for the Lumberjacks. The lefty. First pitch goes up high for ball 1. Next pitch on the way. That was a low pitch. He goes and tries to make contact. She does foul it off. It's still going to be a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Lexi Fuller. 1-1 count. Swing and a foul ball on that one. Makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Fuller. She walked her first at bat. LaFay steps to the rubber, rocks, and fires. That pitch is going to be left high. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Lexi Fuller. Lumberjacks lead it 9-0, bottom of the second inning. Next pitch on the way. Ground ball to the third baseman, and it's going to get booted, and the Fuller is going to be safe at first. I'm going to have to give it as an error because it was not really a hard hit ground ball. It was just not quite fielded properly, and that'll put Fuller at first base. That'll bring up Michaela Spray. She grounded out her first at bat. 2 outs, runner on. First pitch going to be a called strike 1. 0-1 pitch. That is going to be hit into right field and caught by McKenna York for the final out. Lumberjacks, though, do come up with 4 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 error on the Bulldogs. St. Mary's left 1 on the Bags. It is 9-0. Lumberjacks lead going into the top of the third. And it will be Audrey Anderson for the Bulldogs when we return.
At Good Neighbor Pharmacy, we're committed to being your good neighbor.
Good Neighbor Pharmacy is an independent network of over 3,000 pharmacies throughout the United States, giving us the buying power to compete with the chain stores.
We'll fill your prescription quickly and safely, and you're supporting a locally owned pharmacy.
Your copays are the same wherever you go. Why not come and visit your locally owned pharmacy professionals?
Jack's Pharmacy is your Good Neighbor Pharmacy here in St. Mary's. Come in and say hi. Jack's Pharmacy.
High school sports don't just happen. There's a ton of work that goes into every single athletic event.
And we have our school's athletic director to thank for a lot of it. Thank you.
For scheduling officials, so I can always play the game I love.
For ordering quality athletic equipment, so I can stay safe on the field.
For mentoring my coaches, so they can be the best role models for me.
For coordinating transportation, so I can get focused for the big game.
For helping us develop character and learn lessons that will benefit us for the rest of our lives.
Thank you to our AD for always creating a positive experience for us. We'll never forget it.
From all of us at the NIAAA, thank you to every athletic administrator in Idaho for all you do to enrich the lives of your students. It does not go unnoticed. This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And we are back. Audrey Anderson with a 2-strike count as Watkins has come out on fire. That one is going to be popped up, but it's going to drift foul. Might leave a dent in somebody's rig over there. 0-2 count to Anderson. In the middle of the innings there, or the middle of the inning there, was Lumberjacks were warming up. Stacy Mitchell was trying to wake me up over here as they were warming up, and she threw one right over the top, bounced right into my tent. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Anderson. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the third, St. Mary's leads 9-0 over the Bulldogs. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And let's take a quick look at those numbers for Watkins pitching. 5 strikeouts already in the game. When Tacey's really feeling it, she averages about 19, probably 14 or 15 strikeouts a game. That first pitch to Madeline Green is fouled off, and strike 1. Madeline Green, a lefty. Her first at bat. She's batting at number 8 slot for the Bulldogs. Pitch on the way. That one gets away from Watkins. 1 ball, 1 strike as that one was in the dirt. One ball, 1 strike to Green. 1 out, nobody on for the Bulldogs. Pitch on the way. That one's fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Green. On deck, it's the bottom of the order, Mackenzie Winkler. I believe she's a designated player for the Bulldogs. Next pitch on the way. That one's going to be fouled off. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Green as she battles. Watkins has only thrown 36 pitches so far. So doing pretty well as far as, there's no pitch count for softball, but swing and miss, strike 3. And that will retire Green. That'll bring up Winkler, the bottom of the order, with 2 outs. 2 outs and nobody on for the Bulldogs. Lumberjack softball district tournament action here from St. Mary's. St. Mary's wins 2 games in a row. They'll be on to the state tournament, which is going to be played in 2 weeks, basically, over in Orfino. First pitch is going to be a ball. Might have been a little bit high. Might have been outside a tad bit. 1 ball, no strikes to Winkler. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lumberjack boys playing up there. Last update I seen from them was 1-1 against Orfino. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2. Next pitch on the way. That one's going to be low. Next pitch called strike. And that will retire the sides. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody on for the Bulldogs. The Lumberjacks lead at 9-0. Into the bottom of the third we go. It will be the bottom of the order for St. Mary's, Brenna Elliott, when we return.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades, and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and Lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benoit, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work, M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
And we are back. It'll be Elliott leading off for the Lumberjacks. She flew out in her first at-bat for the Lumberjacks. Be back at the top of the order. St. Mary's has had a strong first 2 innings, plating 9 runs. First pitch is in the dirt, ball 1 from LaFay. Next pitch on the way. That one is going to be popped up. And it's going to be caught by, I believe, Sienna Wagner, the second baseman, for the first out. That'll bring up Addison Stewart, top of the order for the Lumberjacks. She has a double and a triple already on the day. See if she can get that trifecta and put one over the fence here this afternoon. And that one's just going to be a foul ball down the third baseline. Strike 1. On deck is McGrill. In the hole is Watkins. Getting the ball back to LaFay. She heads back to the pitching circle. Had a few rain showers come through. Next pitch on the way. High outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Stewart. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody on. Next pitch on the way. That's a line drive. Oh, right to the glove of Audrey Anderson for the Bulldogs, and she makes that out on the line drive. Nice bit of hitting by Stewart, but it just went right to the glove, basically, of Anderson. She only had to take like one half a step to her right and stick her glove out there. So 2 outs for the Lumberjacks with Berkeley McGrill stepping up. She walked her last at bat, singled her first at bat. And that's going to be a little ground ball that's going to get through the middle and be a base hit for the junior. So 2 outs for the Lumberjacks. A runner on first brings up Tacey Watkins. She's had a double and a single. Watkins, one of the power hitters for St. Mary's. Boasts the best batting average for the Lumberjacks. She has a batting average of .500. 9 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run. Her slugger percentage is .780 on the season. First pitch. She's going to take a swing at a golf ball there. That one was down low. One strike. As that was one I guarantee she wished she hadn't swung at. 0-1 count to Watkins. LaFay delivers. That one is hit high center field. It's going to be between the fielders. Brings 1 run across. And Watkins will be there with the RBI double as she gets to second base. That was a nice bit of hitting by Watkins. That ball just didn't carry quite far enough to get over the fence, but it was right in the gap between Fry and Anderson out in center field, or in that side of the field. And then it's Mitchell that hits one in the same spot. That's going to bring another run across, and it'll be an RBI double for Mitchell, as Mitchell is 3 for 3 today with 3 doubles. Same location as well. Brought home another run. St. Mary's now leads 11-0, bottom of the third inning. Anna Sandy is up. Ground out and a fly out for her. First pitch is high, ball 1. Sandy has I think she brought in runs on both of those outs, though. Next pitch on the way. That's going to be foul. Just barely out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Sandy. 2 outs, runner on second for the Lumberjacks. As Watkins sits over there waiting to come in. St. Mary's has 10 hits, 11 runs in this game. Their bats have been on fire. The pitch coming. That one falls short. 2 balls and a strike. Watkins over to third on a passed ball. 2 balls, 1 strike to Sandy. 2 outs. Stacy Mitchell sitting at third base. Seeing if Sandy can put one in play. Next pitch on the way. That one was high. She takes a good protection. Well, actually, it was fouled off. She has now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wasn't really a protection swing, as she didn't need to protect, but that one caught her off guard. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Sandy. The pitch from LaFay. That's going to be trouble. It's out into center field, and we're going to get a base hit for Anna Sandy as she brings in Mitchell. So Lumberjacks now with a 12-0 lead over the Bulldogs. It'll bring up Danica Sloper. Hit by pitch and fly out. First pitch to her is left up high. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Sloper. 2 outs. Lumberjacks with 3 runs across in the bottom of the third. Next pitch, going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Sloper. That might have been like a dropping ball. That one caught her off guard. Thought it was going to come across up high. Tailed off at the end. Next pitch on the way. That pitch is going to be down low. 2 balls and a strike. Anna Sandy gets the stolen base. Orfino has made it back as they took off after their game, probably to go get some lunch, get warmed up. Oh, a swing and a miss at that one. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Sloper. Sandy gets over to third on, well, I think that I put it as a stolen base, but it was actually a passed ball. And that pitch also is low. Runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Sloper. Runner on third for St. Mary's with 2 outs. Pitch on the way. And that's going to be ball 4 as that one misses. Puts runners at the corners for St. Mary's. Brings up Lexi Fuller. She walked and reached on an error in her first 2 at-bats. On deck is Michaela Spray. The pitch on the way. Ball. Stolen base for Sloper. So runners at second and third now for St. Mary's. 1 ball, no strikes to Fuller. 2 outs. Next pitch on the way from LaFay. Down low. 2 balls, no strikes. LaFay, a total of 33 pitches in her time pitching. Next pitch on the way. Ground ball. Going to get to the shortstop. Throw to first is not going to be in time. And a run's come across for St. Mary's. Both runs come across. They did not get that throw down to first in time. And 2-run scores. So St. Mary's now has plated 5, 4, and 5 runs in the first 3 innings, giving them a 14-0 lead over the Bulldogs. First pitch to Michaela Spray, a called strike 1. Spray, a ground out and a fly out in her first 2 at-bats. Next pitch on the way. Took a swing at that one. It was maybe a low pitch, but it's going to be strike 2. Kind of like one of the other batters before. I think it might have looked good coming out of the glove of the pitcher. Next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will retire the side. St. Mary's, though, comes up with 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors, 1 left on base. Going into the top of the 4th, St. Mary's leads at 14-0 over the Bulldogs. We will be back, and it'll be the top of the order for Grangeville, Abby Fry, when we return.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
Are your friends and family tired of sleeping with Fido when they visit? Maybe Fido's tired of sleeping with them. Either way, the Pines Motel is there to save the day. With large, spacious rooms, comfortable beds, and even a mini fridge, Fido may get jealous. Save the floor for Fido and call Kevin of the Pines Motel at 245-2545. That's the Pines Motel in St. Mary's. I'm sure your friends and family would appreciate it, and so would Fido.
And we are back. Lumberjacks firmly in control of this one, 14-0 over the visiting Grangeville Bulldogs. District tournament action here for the 2A Central Idaho League. Abby Fry batting for the Bulldogs, her second trip around, and she grounded out in her first at bat. That one is hit, and that one could be trouble. It's going to get over the outstretched glove of Maddie Thomas in center field, and it'll be a triple. Stand up triple for Abby Fry. That was a nice hit by Fry. No outs, brings up Wagner. Wagner struck out looking her first at bat. First pitch is going to be a swing and a miss, strike 1, and she swung right over the top of it. Pitch on the way. Ground ball right to Watkins, who scoops it up, throws it to first in time for the first out. Everything happened fast enough. It held Fry at third. 1 out. That'll bring up Macy Smith. Struck out swinging her first at bat. That pitch misses slow. Ball 1. Watkins has thrown 12 balls, 34 strikes, 46 total pitches. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Smith. 1 out, runner on third for the Bulldogs. St. Mary's leads at 14-0. Watkins looks in. The rock, the pitch on the way. That one is a bit high. 2 balls and a strike now to Smith. Two-one pitch on the way. Again, a bit high. 3 balls and a strike now to Smith. First time I think Watkins really been behind in the count so far in this one. Watkins steps back up, toes the rubber, gets her signals. The pitch on the way. That's a strike. Strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Smith. Full count. Watkins gets her signals. Gets them from the freshman behind the plate, Stewart. Pitch on the way. Oh, that one's going to miss. Low, ball 4, and we've got a walk. Runners at the corners now for the Bulldogs. No outs. That brings up Maddie Thacker. Struck out swinging her first at bat.
154.
Lumberjacks looking. They've got 1 out on the Bulldogs. On deck will be LaFay for the Bulldogs. Next pitch. It's going to be a called strike. I almost thought it was going to be left low and called a ball, but they says strike 1.
154.
Watkins rocks the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Oh, 2 count to Thacker with 1 out, runners at the corners. Watkins gets her signals. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Sun's trying to peek out a little bit here. Feels pretty good. The breeze has died down. It makes me almost feel like I can turn my heater down a little bit. That'll bring up LaFay with 2 outs and runners at the corners for the Bulldogs. See if St. Mary's can get out of this without letting anybody advance for Grangeville. LaFay flew out her first at bat. That was on the infield. First pitch is going to be left up high. Ball 1 to Adelaide LaFay. Watkins. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Watkins steps back to the rubber. Rocks and fires. Pitch on the way. And I don't think she checked. Going to get the appeal to first to try to get a check on that. And they're going to say she did not go around. 2 balls and a strike. I thought she broke that plane, but 2 balls and a strike to Adelaide LaFay with 2 outs. That one is going to be fouled off. Runs the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes now to LaFay with 2 outs and runners at the corners for the Bulldogs. St. Mary's leads at 14-0, top of the 4th inning. Rocks and fires. Oh, Watkins left that one up high. Runs the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes to LaFay, as this is the first time that Watkins has shown a little bit of issues in this one. And she's had a pretty clean inning. Now she walks the second batter. So the bases are loaded now with 2 outs. Brings up Bailey Vanderwall. Vanderwall struck out swinging her first at bat. Coach Bitterman going to go out and have a quick infield meeting, talk to his pitcher, get things settled down, as she's having a little bit of a rough inning here in the top of the 4th. I think she's already got 7 strikeouts. Let me double check that. Yeah, 8 strikeouts for Watkins in the game. I get a little of encouragement out there, a little bit of pep talk with the infield and Tacey, and reset to get things going against Vanderwall. 2 outs, bases loaded. Lumberjacks have a 14-0 lead. Pitch on the way. That one, I think she really lost control of that one. It was very high. Ball 1 to Vanderwall. Let's see what Vanderwall is strength-wise as far as pitching, or her hitting. 327. No home runs on the year. 428 is her slugger percentage. That pitch fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike to Vanderwall. One ball, 1 strike to Vanderwall. 2 outs, bases loaded for the Bulldogs. Watkins gets her signals from Stewart. Rocks the pitch on the way. That one is going to be caught by Stewart on the little pop-up fly out that the catcher was able to grab. So that will retire the sides. There was no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left on base for the Bulldogs. Into the bottom of the 4th inning, St. Mary's leads it 14-0, and it should be Brenna Elliott leading off when we return.
When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjacks.
There are 2 ways at Home Handyman can save money. First, you can build it, fix it, or remodel it yourself. Second, get your supplies at 10th Street Lumber. 10th Street Lumber is the place with 50 carloads of building supplies to choose from. Plywood, paneling, molding, fixtures, roofing, block and brick, hardware, power tools and paints, and a whole lot more. If you have a project in mind, see 10th Street Lumber. You don't even have to buy anything, but when you see their savings, you will. That's 10th Street Lumber in St. Mary's.
We are back, bottom of the 4th inning. It'll be Brenna Elliott at the bottom of the order leading off for the Lumberjacks. And on deck will be Addison Stewart. Lumberjacks lead at 14-0 over the Bulldogs here. District tournament action. Lumberjacks will be playing Orofino next. Swing and a foul ball on the first pitch to Elliott. Fouls it off, strike 1. Elliott, 2 flyouts in her first 2 at-bats. The wind, the pitch from LaFay. That one's going to be up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. LaFay, the pitch on the way. That's going to be a ground ball to the third baseman. Throw is in time and on line for the ground out. That'll bring up the top of the order for St. Mary's. That's Addison Stewart. She was 2 for 2, and then she hit a line drive that was just right to the glove of Anderson in left field in her last at bat. So she's had a double and a triple, and she was out on a line drive. And that one's going to be a grounder. That's fair down the third base line. Is it going to be extra bases? It is. No, she's going to retreat to first on the single. So she has a triple, a double, and a single on the day. That'll bring up Berkeley McGrill. She has a single, a walk, and a single for her. First pitch, strike 1. Watkins on deck for the Lumberjacks. LaFay delivers. That one's going to be fouled back. Strike 2. 0-2 count now to Berkeley McGrill. Fires. That pitch is up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Berkeley McGrill. Pitch on the way, swing, and that is in play, caught by the first baseman for the fly out. Two out, runner on first for the Lumberjacks. That'll bring up Tacey Watkins. Takes the first pitch as a called strike. Watkins has a double, a single, and a double. Next pitch on the way. Up high. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Watkins. Next pitch on the way. That is going to be lofted out into left field and caught by McKenna York. So the first inning, Lumberjacks did not score any in the game, and the Lumberjacks have no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. Into the top of the 5th, it's St. Mary's 14, the Grangeville Bulldogs 0. If Grangeville can't plate 5 runs, then the game, I believe, will be over with the 10-run rule. So we will come back with Audrey Anderson leading off for the Bulldogs.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oakes at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oakes a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's is your one-stop farm and garden shop. Everything from pet supplies to livestock feeds and supplies, Triple X Feeds has it. Horse supplies, they have that also. From saddle pads to bridles, Triple X Feeds can set you up. Triple X Feeds now has hay and alfalfa in stock as well as straw. Triple X Feeds located at 130 East College Avenue in St. Mary's, open 8 to 5:30 weekdays and 9 to 5 on Saturdays. Triple X Feeds, a proud Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsor.
Yeah, we are back. It'll be Audrey Anderson leading off for the Bulldogs. She struck out swinging in her first at bat. She's in that number 7 slot for Grangeville. The Bulldogs need to plate 5 runs here in the top of the 5th to keep the game going. First pitch to Anderson. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Breeze picking up a little bit again. Getting a little colder once again. Watkins, the pitch on the way. That is going to be lofted. Oh, it could be trouble. Are they going to get it to throw in time? They are not, as that was just over the head of the second baseman, Berkeley McGrill. And it's going to be a hit. Just a little can of corn type thing just over the baseman's head. And just into the spot where nobody could get to it in time. So the leadoff on for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs have 2 hits in the game. Got a different batter. This is Pineda. Aaliyah Pineda for the Bulldogs. Batting that number 8 slot. I don't think I have any stats written down for her. That was a ball. I think there's already been one other pitch. I'm not sure what that other pitch was. So I know we've got a 1-ball count. That one I think was left low. 2 balls, no strikes. Well, 3 balls, no strikes to Pineda. That next pitch is a called strike. 3-1 count to Pineda with no outs and a runner on first for the Bulldogs. Unless there's been a change in the number 9 batter, it should be Winkler. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Pineda. Three, 2 count, and they're going to ring her up on that one. They're going to catch her looking. I think she thought it was low. The umpire said strike 3. Should bring up Winkler. And no name on the back of her rain jacket, so I don't know for sure that it is. We'll say it is. Struck out swinging her first at bat. Takes a swing at the first pitch from Watkins, and it's strike one. One out, runner on first for the Bulldogs. Grangeville trails 14-0. Top of the fifth. Next pitch called strike two. Watkins, the pitch on the way. Called strike three, and they'll get her looking. Two down, runner at first for the Bulldogs. Top of the order, Abby Fry to the plate for Grangeville. She hit a triple her last at bat. Pitch on the way. Ground ball. Berkeley McGrill, the scoop, the throw to first in time. And that will retire the sides. That should wrap this game up, and I believe so. Lumberjacks win it 14-0 over the Bulldogs. 10-run rule here in effect in the bottom or the top of the fifth inning. Taking a look at the score line. No runs for the Bulldogs. 2 hits. They committed 2 errors. They left 4 on base. St. Mary's, heck of a game. 5 runs in the first, 4 runs in the second, 5 in the third, and they plated 14 runs on 13 hits. They committed no errors. They left 4 on base. Stewart, 750 on her batting in this one. McGrill, 667. Watkins, 750. Mitchell was perfect. 333 for Sandy. Lexi Fuller batted 500. Lumberjacks as a team batted 500. Their fielding percentage was perfect, and Watkins gets the win with 10 strikeouts in the game and just 2 hits, no runs allowed. We're going to go ahead and take it back to the studio for a little while, and then we'll get back on with the next game coming up in just a little while.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjacks!
Any adventure.
Aw, you didn't have to go so all out for my birthday.
Yes, we did. Because birthdays are about showing your friends how much you care for them and how grateful you are for their... This is Jamie from Progressive. No, this is a great time. Progressive protects you 24/7. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry that happened.
Jamie.
Can you hold on one second? I gotta take this call, but remember, birthdays are about togetherness.
Contact us 24/7 on the phone, online, or on the mobile app. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, covered subject to policy terms.
Topping the news this hour, an 8-year-old boy was rescued today by a really weird magic trick. Witnesses say the child was being threatened by an abusive school bully.
Scott had Timmy pinned down on the ground, and he was hitting him pretty hard.
Timmy started crying, and I told Matt somebody should do something.
Moments after the statement, an extremely pale, lanky street magician arrived on the scene. Police report